There we go. Now we're recording. And now we can start our Olympics bicycle race. Here we go. You can hear that, okay? Get ready with your arms.
Bicycle, bicycle, how I love you.
Can you do this with me?
Bicycle, bicycle, things that we do.
Good.
Around it.
Good job. Oh, get ready. We're going to go ring circles.
Bicycle, bicycle, I'm so glad you're mine.
Can you turn? Good.
Bicycle,
And back to hands.
better than a car.
Yeah.
Spokes on my wheels and shiny handlebars with the wind in my hair.
Okay, get ready. We're going to do with our feet. Are you ready? We're going to run in feet with our feet because we can't ride our bikes. So let's run in place.
Bicycle, bicycle, just before dark, down rolling hills and into the park. Can you hear the frogs singing, the crickets cry? Bicycle, bicycle, away we fly.
Are you ready? We're going to go side to side. Oh, and we're going to flap our wings because she said fly.
Bicycle, bicycle, how I love you. Bicycle, bicycle, things that we do. Run around in circles at a time. Bicycle, bicycle, so glad you're mine. Bicycle, bicycle, so glad you're mine.
Bessie's going. All right, I have one more that's kind of fun. I think you might recognize these voices on this song. This is a really old song. I think my mom used to sing this song. Here we go. Are you ready? We're going to still move our bodies a bit. Up and down.
Would you like to go for a bicycle ride? Why, sure. What is it?
Again, are you moving your body?
Well, a bicycle built for two is better than a bicycle built for one anyway. Now, I have a question for you, Donald. Donald.
Are you dancing?
What answer do
Yeah.
I am crazy over the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. You can't afford a carriage. But you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. You look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. Oh, Donald.
Did you like that one? Yeah?
Those were great.
Thank you. Thank you. So you know what, you guys, so Miss Autumn has not been here. She was here last week and then she was gone and back. And I just want to let you know that she was pretty sick. She did have COVID, but she got better. She's much, much better. We're so thankful she's better. You know what she's doing now? She went out of town. So she needed to get out of the heat too. So guess who's going to do music with us today? Yay. Yay, because I have fun. So get your shakers out. Get your instruments. This first song, I'm going to take a drink and hope that no dog hair flies in my mouth like it did the other day when I was singing with you. That was fun. Are you ready? So, do you have your instruments? First I ride my bicycle very slowly. ba, 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 ba. Then I'm going uphill. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Now I'm going downhill. Ba, 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 ba. Now I'm going really, really fast now, right? Ba, 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 ba. Then I'm going faster, even faster. Ba, 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 ba. Really, 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 really fast now. Go, go! Now I gotta slow down, catch my breath again. Ba, 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 a little bit slower now. Ba, 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 a little bit slow. Ba, 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 ba. That was a Lori Berkner song. Lots of words on that song. Can you say ba 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 ba? Ba ba bicycle. So I have another really super silly song. This song. So there's this cool guy out there. I don't even know. He's older than me. He wrote a song when I was a teenager. He wrote the silliest song. It might be the silliest song ever written. I bet Miss Glenda would know. It's about a skunk. Remember the skunk song? This isn't that song. Not going to do that song today, but it was a silly song. This song is the swimming song that he wrote. It's a guy called Loudon Wainwright III. But you know what? I rarely ever play things just like they're written. So I rewrote it because we're learning about the Olympics and swimming was last week. So play your instrument and there's lots of repeating. So you can sing along with me when you get the words. Here we go. I call it the Summer Olympics song now. Summer Olympics, I did lots of sports. Summer Olympics made me proud. Cause I stayed safe at home and pretended with my friends. Move my body around. Move my body around. So last week we went swimming, right? Summer Olympics, I went swimming. Summer Olympics made me proud. Cause I held my breath, I kicked my feet, and I moved my arms around. Move my arms around. And today, remember, we're doing biking, huh? Summer Olympics, I went biking. Summer Olympics made me proud. Cause I had sat up tall, steered my bike, and I turned those wheels around. Turn those wheels around. I don't know what we're doing next week, so I just made some up. Okay? Summer Olympics, I rode horses. Summer Olympics made me proud. Cause I sat up tall and held onto the reins, and I steered my horse around. I led my horse around. Summer Olympics, I did gymnastics. Summer Olympics made me proud. Cause I climbed up high, stood up proud, and I moved my body around. Move my body around. I got two more. Summer Olympics, I went sailing. Summer Olympics made me proud. Cause I held on tight and steered the boat, and I moved those sails around. Moved those sails around. Summer Olympics, I did judo, karate, and boxing too. I did them all while staying at home, and I made believe with you, made believe with you. Summer Olympics, I did lots of sports. Summer Olympics made me proud. Cause I stayed safe at home and pretended with my friends, and I moved my body around. Move my body around. What do you think? Did you like that one? Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I have one more song for us. And this one has nothing to do really with with the Olympics, okay? But I think it's one you'll like, and it's one I like. And the longer we have to stay at home, the more I have to sing this song to myself. So I think you guys know it. It's really called the Three Little Birds song, but a lot of my friends call it the Don't Worry song. Do you know this one, Beth? I think you do. Smiling with the rising sun, three little birds are on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melody pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, no, no, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, no, 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 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smiling with the rising sun. Three little birds were on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melody pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, no, no, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, no, no, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. 'Cause every little thing gonna be alright. Yes, it will. Yeah, I saw Betsy singing. Couldn't hear her because she's muted, but that's okay. I know you were singing with me. I love that. Let's finish up. I taught this to you on our Happy Family Hours, but you guys have been coming to all our Happy Family Hours, so you know our song. But I don't know if Miss Glenda knows our song, so maybe we need to teach Mr. David and Miss Glenda our Bright Light song. What do you think, Betsy? Yeah? Yeah? What do you think, Caleb? Yeah? So I go first. Me first, then you for Bright Light song. Are you ready? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. First, listen to me. I am a bright light. Sing it. I am a bright light. Your turn. I am a bright light. Wonderful the way I am. The way I am. Yellow, brown, and black and white. Yellow, brown, and black and white. Don't you know we're all right? Don't you know we're all right? I am a bright light. 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 I am a bright. Wonderful the way I am. Wonderful the way I am. Wonderful the way I am. By yourself. Now all together, let's tell the world. Wonderful the way I am. Give yourselves a hug, because you are wonderful the way you are. And I will come back with flute at the very end, but I think Miss Glenda is going to do our story next. Nice job. See you guys.
All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Miss Debbie. I love it when you sing, and we all have a good time. So I have a story for you that also has something to do with swimming, but it also has something to do with biking. So I'd like you to listen carefully, and when I say bike, I want you to go, yeah, because there aren't many bikes in this story. Will you do that for me? That would be wonderful. One beautiful summer day, out on the side of a hill, there was a man who decided to go exercise. So he got out his bike and he went biking around a large pond in a beautiful park on this gorgeous warm day. Now he had his dog with him, and the dog trotted right alongside, and the dog really enjoyed the exercise, and the dog was so happy following his master as they went along. And the bike was going so fast, the dog was going so fast, and the man went out of his way to praise his dog for not running away. He said, good boy, Fido, good boy. And Fido would just prance and being so happy with himself. It was really wonderful to see. Now, this pond in a park was right next to a little town, and so the countryside was out there. And around the pond, there lived a lot of little creatures, you know, flies and bees and butterflies and little lizards, and birds came to have drinks. But in that pond, there also lived a mother frog. Now, she watched that biker as he went around on his bicycle with his dog at his side, saying, good boy, Fido, good boy, Fido. Well, she liked that word, Fido. I think I will name my littlest tadpole Fido. I think that he will be a good boy. And so as Fido the tadpole grew to become a little frog, he knew that he had the best name on the pond, and his mother would always go out of her way to say, good boy, Fido, good boy. And he was good most of the time. You know, little frogs have a hard time sometimes listening to everything that's told to them, but he did his very best. He was really curious. I don't know if you're curious or not, but he was curious. He wanted to know everything. He was always asking questions, and he wanted to know where things went and how things happened and what made things work. So he really liked being in the pond, but sometimes he'd taken a little adventure a little bit away from the pond. His mother saw that, and she said, now be careful. He said, yes, Mama, yes, Mama, yes, Mama, and went on out. Well, one day, Fido the frog met a turtle. But this turtle was in trouble. This turtle was upside down with his little four legs up in the air. So Fido said, you need some help. And the turtle said, yes, I need some help. And so Fido went over and pushed as hard as he could. And he actually helped Turtle turn over and get on his four little feet again. Oh, the turtle was so happy. The turtle said, I am happy. You know, turtles are a little slow. I am happy, frog. What is your name? And the frog said, my name is Fido. I'm a good boy. Okay, yes, you're a good boy. You want to be my friend? And so Fido and the turtle became friends. It was great. So when Fido went to tell his mother what he had done, you know what she said? Good boy, Fido, good boy. Oh, he loved it when Mama did that. Well, sometimes he didn't have any patience with his friend, the turtle. You know, his turtle was kind of slow. So he'd go walking with Turtle, but Turtle was slow. So he said, come on, don't be a slowpoke, Turtle. Turtle says, I'm going as fast as I can. Well, listen, Turtle, I don't want to wait for you. I'm going to go play. You just have a good time. Bye. So you see, he wasn't always kind and sweet, but, you know, Turtle didn't care. Turtle just said, I'll eventually get there. So Turtle went over and he played leapfrog with his other frog friends. And then he'd go splashing around and having a great time in that pond. Well, Mother Frog said, you know, Fido, I think it would be a really good idea that you always remember to swim with a buddy. Don't ever go swimming alone. Now, Fido wasn't really paying attention to Mama because there was a fly right above his head. And he was saying, yes, Mama, He kept watching that fly. And then Mama Frog said, and listen, Fido, I need you to stay close to the pond because it's dangerous out there. Don't go wandering off. Yes, Mama. Yes, Mama. And he kept watching that fly. He had a little snack. Yeah, I forgot all about what Mama said. Forgot all about the fact that he said, okay, Mama, yes, Mama. You know how frogs can be. Well, one day, Fido decided that there was something interesting just inside the park. So, oh, I forgot to tell you something really important. It wasn't just a man on a bike with his dog that Fido saw. No, there was lots of stuff going around that pond because in the park, there were all kinds of places for people to have a good time. So people went on picnics. They had all kinds of games that they played, like soccer and baseball and things like that. And they also had places for people to run and to play games. I mean, it was a really busy park. So it's no wonder that Fido was a little curious about what was going on. So he went out a little further into the park. And then he saw at the edge of the park, right at the edge of the park, there was this great green space. He'd never really realized that, but his friends had told him that out there, there were all kinds of adventures, like a farm and things like animals out there that he'd never see around the park. Well, Fido was curious. So Fido ventured outside the park. And when he got outside the park, he looked around. Wow, it was really big out there. And Fido hopped a little further out and hopped a little further out until he saw a fence. And there was that fence. He said, I wonder if that's the fence my friends told me about, the fence that was keeping all the farm animals inside on the farm. I wonder what a farm looks like. So what did Fido do? He just hopped over to the side of the fence, and then he hopped over the fence and he looked around because his friends had told him there were interesting sights, interesting animals, and interesting smells that you wouldn't smell around the park. And sure enough, why, Fido was amazed because he saw right away all kinds of critters running around, and they were really interesting. They were really noisy, you know. There was a bunch of them on the ground. They kind of looked like birds, but he wasn't too sure because they were kind of fat and they had really long beaks and they were pecking at the ground. And then those birds, he figured they couldn't fly because they were so fat. Why, he watched those birds or whatever they were, and they didn't sound anything like a pretty bird in the sky. No, They made a funny sound. Can you say that? Well, Fido said, I don't want anything to do with them. And so he hopped around a little more, and he loved that fact that there was a red barn-like building over there. So he went over and saw the door was wide open. So Fido hopped right in and looked around. Wow, it was really big in there. There were lots of things, lots of bales of hay. Oh, it smelled kind of awful. He wasn't too sure about that. But then a mouse came over. Now, he had seen lots of mice before because there were lots of mice around the pond. And the mouse came over and said, hey, frog, be careful. Oh, be careful. The big animals inside here, well, they're going to step on you, so be very careful. And I want to tell you something else, Frog. Listen, the farmer doesn't like it if other critters get in his barn, so you better be careful because he might chase you out with a broom or worse. And then the mouse ran away. Oh, thought Fido, I guess I better be careful. So Fido jumped up on top of a bale of hay and kind of hid behind it a little bit so he could look but be safe. Then he saw this great big animal. I wonder what that one is. When Fido looked, he saw that that animal had horns coming out of its head. He'd never seen an animal with horns before, but he did remember that his friends said animals with horns could be cows. And then he figured he was right with that assumption because the cow made the sound that his friends said that they made. A loud kind of moaning sound. Moo, moo. Okay, I'm going to stay away from them too, said Fido. Then Fido felt kind of dry and thirsty. You know, frogs, they like to be around water, and he was feeling kind of itchy and thirsty, and he thought, maybe I better go home. And then he saw it. There was a bucket right next to that bale of hay. That bucket was full of some liquid, white liquid. Wonder what that is. And he got down a little closer to see what it was like. Wondered, what is that? And smelled pretty good. And then he leaned down a little more and splash! Fido fell into the bucket. And he wondered, what is this? That he tasted it and it tasted good. Now you and I know that probably that was a bucket of cream, of milk, right? Yeah, but Fido, he had never been told about it. But he liked it and it felt real nice on his skin. And now he had a little drink and it was tasted pretty good. So, well, Fido did what frogs do. He started to swim. And he started to swim in that bucket of milk. Oh, that cream was so nice on his skin. He did a little back strokes and he started to float a little and he went this way and he swam that way. Ah, he felt like he was an Olympic champion. He was having such a good time. Then Fido thought, well, I guess I'm a little tired. Probably you've had enough of this. I better go home. Yeah. But then Fido discovered something that he hadn't thought about before he fell in. Fido couldn't get out of the bucket. Fido tried to climb up the bucket, but the sides were all slick, and he tried to go down into the cream, but the bottom was too deep for him to push off with his strong legs and leap out like frogs can do. And Fido looked around, and there were no little pieces of wood or things for him, rocks and things for him to sit on. And so he thought, I guess I better swim around a little bit and think about this. So he swam around and around and around, and he tried to get out and he couldn't get out. And he thought, oh dear. And then he realized that he was really very much alone. There was no one there to help him out. And he thought, this isn't a good thing. Well, I'll try again. And he swam around some more until his arms hurt so much that he thought, well, I guess I have two choices. I'll either keep swimming or I'm going to drown in this bucket. No, I'm not going to drown. I'm a frog. I belong in liquid and water and I swim and I can't do that. So he swam some more, even though he was getting tired. He kept trying to go down to the bottom to jump out, but it was too far down. So he decided, I guess I just better give myself up to this thing. So he swam to the middle and he said, goodbye, sweet world. And he started to sink down into the milk, into the cream. No, he sputtered, I can't do this. And so he did it again. He swam around and around and around and around until he got tired. And he tried to climb out. He couldn't climb out. You know that Fido did that 5 times, trying to get out and deciding that he'd go and just give up. Well, about the 5th time he did that, something interesting happened. With all that swimming and all that flailing around, Fido just said, goodbye, world, and he sank down into that cool liquid, and he felt his feet touch something kind of squishy, kind of soft, and he thought, I wonder if it'll work. So he used his strong muscles, his strong frog leg muscles, and he sprang up and he managed to get out of that bucket. And I want you to know he got out of that barn as quickly as he could. He jumped over that fence and he started to hop home, so happy that the sun hadn't gone down yet. And on the path, as he saw the pond not too far ahead, he found his friend Turtle. Hi there, Turtle. Hi there. What you doing, Turtle? I'm just going somewhere, Frog. What you doing? Oh, let me tell you my adventure. And so Frog told Turtle about being in the barn and being stuck in the pail and how some kind of a miracle happened because he was able to get out. And Turtle said, what's the matter with you, Frog? Don't you know what happened? Well, no, it was a miracle, I guess. I'll bet you know what happened. Why, with all that splashing and all that swimming and all that flailing around, you know, don't you, Miss Debbie? Yeah. He was churning up butter out of that cream, and that was a soft, slimy spot that he found so he could jump right out. He was a lucky frog. Well, Fido said, thanks a lot, Turtle. That's really interesting. I'll tell my mom, or maybe I won't, because I did go out of the neighborhood. And he got home. His mother was so happy to see him. Now, I want you to know something. From that point on, Fido never went too far into the park, and he certainly never went out of the park. But the most important thing was he never, ever went swimming alone again. He really knew the fact that Mama was right. And from that point on, whenever she said, "Good boy, Fido, good boy," he knew he was a good boy. And that's the story for today. So if you like to ride bikes, or if you like to swim, or if you like to make exercises outside of all kinds, it could be a nice brisk walk with your family, you are doing the right thing. You're getting exercise, but of course I know that you aren't going to be like Fido. You will take care and be careful and all that stuff. You know, your parents tell you things for a reason, right? Okay, so that's it.
Great
Bye,
story,
everybody.
Miss Glenda. I love that story. I love butter too, but I don't think I'm going to swim in any cream anytime soon. Might be good for my skin though. Give me that glow.
That was a great story. I was wondering how he was gonna get out of the pail.
I did
I
too.
was on the edge of my seat.
Yep. I love it. I think
Great
it's
stuff.
kind of like the story of when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. So when life gives
That
you
is
cream,
exactly
you
right.
make butter. I
Butter.
like it.
That's
Butter.
right. Great
So,
stuff.
yes. So the sad news is Mr. Uvanti couldn't be here today either, but the good news is we are still going to have art. I found us a fun video. Yeah, I found us a fun video. Oh, I need to do the share screen. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play this video. This guy, we're going to make an Olympic gold medal because you guys both have medals. I saw them last week. So that's our art. I'm amazed that I found this on YouTube, but I guess you can find anything on YouTube. And by the way, this is Kids Art Hub. So moms, keep track of that. There's some really good videos on here. He talks faster than I do, and he fast forwards a lot. So I will pause it as we're drawing because I'm going to draw too. Okay, and that way we can all do it together. So let me do share screen. And why is it not showing my window? Because it's being funny. I said, oh, there it is, right here. And share computer sound. Here we go. Go full screen. Oh.
One of my favorite things about watching the Olympics is seeing the athletes win the gold medal because their whole life has been leading up to that moment and they finally achieve their goal, and it's so cool to watch that happen. So I hope you're excited about today's lesson. We're going to draw a gold medal. So I hope you have a marker.
Give me thumbs up if you can hear. Yes, you can hear, you can see. Okay, cool.
And some paper, and you're going to follow along with me. Now we're going to take this lesson step by step. So if I ever go too fast, remember you can always pause the video, and we're going to try to keep this lesson nice and simple. All right, we're first going to draw down here at the bottom. We're going to draw a circle. And we're just going to draw it freehand. And if you want, you can use a cup to trace around to draw a perfect circle. Okay, now let's draw this 3D. So we're going to draw a crescent that comes around the outside. Now we're going to start over here, and we're going to draw a crescent shape that comes out, and then it's going to come back around into this side. Now,
How's that? You good? Okay.
this makes the metal look slightly tipped to the side so it looks 3D, and we can see the thickness to the metal. All right, now we're going to draw the part where the ribbon comes down and connects to. So we're going to draw a line on each side coming straight out. Now below this, we're going to draw a horizontal line. We're going to go across the metal like this, but we're not going to connect on each side. Next, we're going to start on the right side of that line, and we're going to come up, and we can draw a wavy line, comes up, around. It's going to come around and connect back to itself.
I'm going to pause that so we can do it again. So we can do it. Okay. Okay, here we go.
It almost looks like an upside down raindrop. Next, we're gonna draw the outside of this ribbon, and we're gonna draw it really cool. We're gonna draw it 3D, but we wanna make sure that we stay next to this line, and then up here at the top, we're gonna come into it just like we did on the crescent shape. So watch me, and then you can pause the video, and then you can take that time to draw that step. So we followed this line right here, and now right about at this point, we're gonna connect in to the top. See that? See how it tapers in, just like we did down.
Okay, give you time to do that one. I need to fix mine a little bit. I did too fast. There we go. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready for the next step. Yeah? Oh, good job, Bets. Okay.
Down here on the metal. Now this makes it so that the ribbon is gonna twist up here at the top. Now we're gonna finish the right side of our ribbon. So we're gonna start up here just like we did. On the left side, we're gonna taper, we're gonna come out and wave, kind of make it wavy. Then we're gonna come down and then connect down here to the bottom. Now up here at the top, we're gonna draw that twisting part of the ribbon. So we're gonna start right here and we're gonna taper, we're gonna draw a crescent shape, comes out, and then it's gonna come back in. Isn't that cool? Now it looks 3D. It looks like it's twisting right here and then twisting again on the right side. Now down here at the bottom, we can connect this line in and also the right side. Now if you want, you can add extra details to the ribbon and also the metal, but I'm gonna leave it just like this to keep the lesson nice and simple. So we're done with our marker, but we still need to color our metal so it looks even.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it for a minute so we can get caught up. Yeah? I'm gonna put my Olympic circles in, just for funsies. Okay, oh, I should have just waited for the markers though. Oh, well. Okay, are you ready for the next part? I'm gonna color it in.
Even cooler. Now this part I'm gonna fast forward, but at the end you can pause it again to match the same color. Now I colored the ribbon blue, but you could color any color.
Okay, so let's color our ribbon. I'm gonna go ahead and use some blue too, but I think I want to decorate my ribbon. I'm gonna put some red stars on it because my athletes are all from America. So we need some red stars on my ribbon. I think that's easier for me to draw than stripes. Stripes, you need too many straight lines. Okay, so, and then let's color in the ribbon. And we'll move on to the next step. This is kind of looking cool. I like it so far. Okay. I'm going to use blue too. And he used marker to outline, but then I think he's now using colored pencil. I only have markers. I don't have colored pencils. I meant to order some and forgot. So mine's going to look a little different too. And that is okay because it's mine. So give me thumbs up when you're ready for the next step and I'll start the video again. Betsy's ready. You ready, Caleb? Caleb's ready. Okay, there we go.
Color you want, and I also colored it solid. I'm also going to add some shading to make it look even more 3D. I used dark blue to add some shading. Now I'm going to use a black colored pencil to darken that shading. Now I'm using a white colored pencil to go back over the blue and add a highlight. This is where the light is shining onto the ribbon. Now for the gold, I'm using orange and I'm coloring really dark on the edges, and then in the middle, I'm leaving it white so it looks shiny. I'm doing that on the side of the metal also. See how there's a white spot right here? This is gonna make it look shiny. Now I want this to look really smooth, so I'm gonna use the white to go back over the orange and smooth it out. Next, I'm using a brown to add more shading to the metal. Now I'm all done coloring. I'm going to use my marker to go back around the outside. And
okay, gonna give us some time to catch up, okay? Because he goes so fast. This is fun though. I'm liking it. Do you like my whistling, Betsy? Is that making you laugh? I kind of always sing or whistle or something while I'm working. Usually I have music playing if I'm doing artwork. Okay. Are we ready to watch the rest? I think you guys are still coloring a lot. I'm going to be filling mine in, making mine more orange. There you go. Fun though, I like it. Betsy's ready. Okay, you ready, Caleb? I'll turn it on again. Yep, he's ready. Okay, there we go.
And thicken up the line.
Okay, so now we're gonna just darken it in and touch it up.
All right, we did it. We finished coloring our gold medal. It turned out awesome. Now I added some shading and highlights to make it look even more three-dimensional and realistic. But you guys can leave that off if you want to keep this lesson simple. You can just color the ribbon solid blue and then orange down here for the medal. I hope you had a lot of fun following along with me and drawing your own gold medal. Now remember, it's okay if your drawings don't look exactly like mine. I hope you changed them. I hope you added more details and even changed the colors. And we'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye. If you had fun following along,
Doesn't want to.
That
There we go.
that was
There we go. Didn't want to turn off.
great.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Caleb
Let's
says we're
see.
still coloring. Oh my gosh. I have a song to play while we show our pictures.
Oh, nice.
All right. Here, you ready for our song while we color our ribbons? Because we are awesome. Or while we show. So get ready to hold up your picture. You hear it? There's mine. Can you see? Oh, I don't know if you can see mine because of the screen share. Here, there's mine. Oh, I see Miss Glenda's. I saw Caleb's. Let me see. Good job. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. We are the champions. I think you can hear that. Yeah. Of the world. Awesome. Oh my gosh, it's been fun today. So, you know, I know you guys like coming online because you're home so much. Guess what? I love coming online because I'm home so much too. This is so fun for me. So, Miss Glenda told us a story, and there was one character that I actually sign language for that guy's like this, I think. Frog, right? I think that's sign language. But then there's another one, and this is it. Turtle. So I was trying to decide because I have my flute sitting right here. Which flute should I play today? And Miss Glenda in her story told me which flute. I'm going to play my turtle flute. I like my turtle flute because he reminds me to play slowly because I rush. I rush a lot. I don't know if you ever noticed that. It might be genetic. Yes. So here we go. Take a deep breath. Imagine that you've just done all the bike riding at the Olympics. The stadium is filled with people, and we're going to calm our bodies down and just let them clap for us. Here we go. Okay. Did you
That was
like
great.
that? Thank
Yeah,
you.
that looks so official with you in front of the Olympic rings.
I can pretend I'm in Tokyo
really?
even if I'm not there. And the way to do that, Caleb's mom just asked how to do that. So if you go down at the bottom where you see the camera icon and there is an arrow, and you click on the up arrow, it will show you, it'll say select camera, and then the second choice on mine is choose virtual background. And that's how you do it. So.
And any picture can be a virtual background.
Right, you can
You can use
upload it
anything.
or it'll give you some of their choices.
Yeah.
So I can take
Yeah.
anything out of my pictures or anything off the internet, or I can use theirs. So
Yeah.
I really do go to the Olympics, so I'm really in Japan. In my mind. So let's do our prouds for the day. This was
All
fun.
right. Can I go
Betsy?
first?
Oh, sure, go first.
I'm going to go first. I'm very proud of everyone who is online today. I'm proud of my Keen athletes who participate each week in our Saturday Keen live show. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
And big thank you to Debbie for leading the charge today and for Glenda for telling an amazing story. So thank you so much.
Oh, I love it. It's fun. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, Betsy, you want to go next? I'm unmuting you. What are you proud of today?
What are you proud of? What are you proud of? I'm proud. I'm proud. What do you medal? Your gold medals, yeah.
Your gold medals, beautiful. And you wrote your name on it. Love that. I'm proud of you for lots of singing and playing your lemon shaker too. You're getting to be such a good singer. I love it. I love it. Caleb, are you ready to share your proud, or should we have Miss Glenda do next? Let's do Miss Glenda while Caleb gets ready.
Well, I am proud of the fact that the little frog had a dog name, but loved it. I think that's wonderful. You don't find frogs named Fido very much anymore. So I'm really happy that I was able to do that, and that Mother Frog was so pleased at the sound, because sometimes the sound of words can give us a lot of pleasure. So thank you for letting me share today.
Words are fun, aren't they? I like to change words in songs and make them rhyme and make them sillier and make them fit with what we're doing. So I like that too. So my proud for today is, oh, here's Caleb. Yay. Almost ready. He's almost ready. You ready? I'm going to unmute you. Okay, I want to hear your proud. Oh, you unmute yourself then.
Caleb?
There we go.
I have got this.
Oh, that is amazing. You are really good.
A phone to dry it because it's so hot. You did great, Caleb.
It was hard, but you did a fabulous job.
You
That
can
is
do
really
it.
good. So, okay. I am proud of all of us. Oh, I'm echoing. There we go. We all came together again, and that's the best part. We are getting to be such good friends through this. And that's the best part about, you know, all of this is I'm making new friends online. Maybe someday soon we can be together in person, and I'll bring all my instruments and we'll have a big party when this is all over, I hope. But for now, Mindful Music Team will be back tonight at 5 for Happy Family Hour with Brittany. No, sorry. With Sarah and Ashley. Tonight is Saturday. So we will be back at 5 with that. And then again on Monday. So no worries, Caleb. We're going to be doing this. And we'll be back next Saturday for another Keen Live. You guys have a great day. Welcome home, Mr. David. Thanks for bringing us cool air. I'm going to walk outside and I hope it's 85 degrees. I don't think so. Bye. Have a great day.